Hey guys, we're going to turn this image into an SVG. It has two different colors, the green and the white, but it has a dark background. So I'm going to show you, this is one of those projects that you really have to decide how much work you're going to put into. Here's why. The first part is easy. I'm going to change my color tolerance to 100, and I'm going to click on everything that's white. That is an easy task because the background being gray or dark gray and the white stand out. So the color tolerance helps keep these lines nice and slick, no bumps or anything or snags anywhere. And you can do that with the smallest here and the big part of the logo. Once you save it, I'm going to save it as white so I remember to turn that white. You're going to notice that it's going to have that rectangle around it. Not to worry. This is what I call inverse upload. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's an actual term, but that's what I use. Inverse upload. You see how you can see the vine through it in the areas that I did not click on it? All right. So you're following so far. Now, once I turn this white, I go to actions. After I turn this white, I go to actions now and go all the way to the right to contour and click on the rectangle. Perfect. We have our vine, Moria Ranch. Here's where it gets complicated. The background, and I'm meant to go get the other part, sorry. The background and the green are very close together in color, as in the shade. So when I did 100% color tolerance, I knew it wasn't going to work because it tries to take all of it. This is where you start messing or playing with your color tolerance. Drop it. Now it's still too high. That's taking too much of the green. And I went with 35. And here's where I'm going to tell you. It depends on how much work you want to put in. If it's not for me and I can't get a clearer image, it makes it more difficult for me to really enjoy a project like this. But because the lovely lady asking for it, it's for her husband, like, put all the love into it, the time, the tediousness, it's okay. I've done projects that I'm not the happiest in cleaning, and when I say cleaning, is uploading it and or even weeding it. But because it's for someone I love and or because it's just a project that's going to be worth it, I will put that work in there. Now, you do this for every little piece that is green. And that's what I'm going to do here. If you accidentally click on something that wasn't supposed to be clicked on, just undo. It's fine. You won't have to worry about it. It'll be okay. So I'll let you watch the rest of that. Now, I already know, and I knew halfway through here, there has to be a different way. And to be honest, I already know the comments. Everybody's going to come back and say, why didn't you do remove BG? And I'm going to show you why. And I'm going to show you how you can use it. Because remove BG is not the best tool, honestly. But everybody likes to refer to it until they see the result. And I'm going to show you both. I'm going to show you the result, and I'm going to show you how to change the result. All right. Again, save it as single layer. I'm going to save it as green, and I'm going to upload it. Now, the nice thing is when you go from the image, both images keep the integrity of the sizing, so you don't have to worry about resizing or anything. So turn it green, any green. I just was being a little too picky with my greens. Then go to actions, contour, and remove the rectangle. You can click on the rectangle or you can click down at the bottom. All right. So you notice, okay, cool. Yeah, it works. No, let me show you. When you go real close to it, it didn't clean it up as nicely as the white parts. And even the letters didn't clean up as nicely. So I like to show you that because I want you to notice it yourself when you're working on it. If you see those snags, how it looks is how it's going to cut. So it's really going to come up down to how much do you like that. When I go to remove BG, this is what it does. It removes the background, removes the gray. Cool. Let me save it. What we've noticed is maybe within this past year, I think it was, Cricut did a thing. I don't know why or how or for what reason. I mean, I would like to know, but that's not my business, I guess. When I bring it in here, which I accidentally clicked on wrong thing, when I bring it in from my files, It looks good. It looks fine. It looks like it did its work. When you go to save it, and I'm sorry, I like to do my preview here and the three dots. You saw me do it in the other one, but I wanted to show you here. It looks good, right? So you're confident, you're excited, you save it. Save it as single layer. Still looks good. I'm going to go ahead and put bind. And when you come into Cricut Design Space, this is what everybody's running into. I did a whole video on this because I didn't understand it, why it was happening until I did it myself. This is what you're going to get. There's no way in heck you're going to work with that. So let me show you how I got around it. I still will use Remove BG, but you still have to clean the background even though it looks clear. So 100%. Keep in mind, we already have our bind. We already have the white part, so we don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to start clicking on that. And then I'm going to keep going and clicking on the background, the O, the middle of the O in here, the middle of the R, the middle of the B, remove all of the white. And I looked at the preview and I see all these specks. So to be honest with you, this is what took a little longer. I went in and made sure that everything that needs to be cut is clicked, which is the background and inside the letters that are green. But then here goes the tedious part. You can hardly see the white. So it makes it really hard for you to clean. This is why I like going to click the top three dots and getting my eraser. You see the eraser? Well, it was working and then I was like, this is too hard. You can hit single view or single layer so that you can preview how it's going to come out and then really get in there and clean it. So it's going to end up like this anyways until you change the color. So why not, you know? So that's where I started cleaning and I'm going to do this for a while. This is why Remove BG is not the answer 100% of the time. And it's not definitely for a beginner because you could run into the same issue that I did. Even if it was one color, it's going to be gibberish by the time that you upload it. So I know that everybody throws that out. Unless you've tried it, unless you've seen it, I think, you know, it's good to know what the results are going to look like. That's why when somebody asks me for a design or how would you do this or how do you do that? I always say, let me figure it out. Or if I know how to do it, I'm like, let me make you a video. Why? Because I can tell you so many things. You're not going to understand any of it. And or you're going to get stuck. And I don't want that. So that's why I make these videos. None of these designs are something that are going to be used by me because in the end of the day, I don't need to make a shirt for this. But if you know how to do it, it'll make it easier for you. Now, these little gaps looked white and I went ahead and erased them. Once I get into the design, I realized I shouldn't have erased them, but that's fine. I didn't want to start all over again because it's a lot of work. But I would say if you're making the shirt or making something like this, and you know that the gaps shouldn't be there, this one, yes, but not the other two, then just don't erase them. But like I said, it was too late by the time I realized it. So I've technically cleaned all of it. I wanted to make sure because by then I had forgotten, did I click on everything? So I went back another round and clicked on everything inside of the letters because the worst thing that could happen is I did all of that work. I go into Design Space and realize I never clicked inside of the O, for example. All right, single layer and save it. Now, this one was a different image or saved differently. So the integrity of the image, as in the sizing, has changed. Look at how much smaller. Now, the good thing is I never erased the other one, so I can get the sizing from that one. And once I get the sizing from that one, it should fit right in. So I went ahead and looked at the sizing, changed the color. It looks a little bigger, so I went and changed it at 7.52. And you can do this by going to edit and unlocking the lock and then changing just one side because the other side, it looks like it's already there, you know? All right. So you see, there we go. Now it sits perfectly on top. This is where I realized that I should have kept the other part, like where the U is. But overall, it's already cleaner. It's already no snags on this design. And it fits right on there. So Follow for more and let me know what kind of designs you're struggling with, and that way I can go ahead and give you a video.